This is Josh Bycer from GameWisdom.com. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any suggestions for games you'd like me to look at here on the channel, please let me know. Hello everybody, welcome to a spotlight of Thimbleweed Park. This is the latest, I guess, retro adventure game from famed adventure game designer Ron Gilbert and Gary Winnick. We actually spoke to them a few years ago, just as the Kickstarter was wrapping up. And I have a chance to play it, get lost, and had to resort to the hint guide that was sent to me in order to figure out where I'm at. So, before we begin, please keep in mind that whatever I'm going to show you is going to be spoiler filled. I'm not quite at the beginning, but I'm not quite at the midpoint either. So, you shouldn't be completely spoiled about what you're going to see, but you will be seeing parts of some puzzle solutions. So, if you haven't guessed it, this game is in reminiscent of the style of Maniac Mansion, which was their really first big game credited to them as part, I guess, their claim to fame. We have two characters we're playing as, and we're trying to solve a murder. And the game is going to be mostly linear. We have a list of things we need to get done, and this list will change and grow as time goes on. And
welcome to Quickie Pal. Can I help you find anything?
What's that? So here's the thing. I was stuck at a puzzle for the last few minutes, not sure what to do. And apparently the solution is a little bit more esoteric than I was thinking it would be. We basically, in order to move forward in the story, we need to grab a map of Thimbleweed Park. We're trying to solve a murder that took place there, and unfortunately we can't go forward without getting this map. The catch, though, is that in order to get the map, we need to kind of print it out. And yes, I named this place YouTube, by the way. We can also call people. Ron's number here is in the phone book. Unfortunately, he's not answering to help me out here. There he is. So I had to look up the solution. Now, I think I should be able to get this going. And again, like I said, this will not be a long video because I don't want to spoil too much of the game. We're still very early in. There are two difficulty settings. We have casual and hard, with hard mode having new puzzles and mixing things up from what I've heard.
Welcome to Quickie Pal. Can I help you find anything?
So let me see here.
How can I help you? I'm not Holden, if that...
Yeah.
Do you have any maps of the county?
Oh, sorry, Dudette. We're all out of them. Sheriff Areno came by and nabbed them all.
I'm going to look around your store. I found this bottle. I'd like 5 cents back for cleaning up the environment.
Well, I'd like 5 cents from you for taking your bottle. Just kidding. Quickie Pal humor. Here you go.
Alright. And yes, for those of you watching this, this is definitely old school adventure gameplay here. This isn't like the Telltale games that are more about the narrative. This is more about how to use random objects in ways to basically solve a murder and grand conspiracy. So now I need to come in here, and we need to get her map. And part of the puzzle solving will be involving switching between our two friends here. So what I need to do... And by the way, this solution, I'm not taking credit for solving it. I had to look this up in the guide that was sent over.
We interrupt our hostile take.
Alright, so...
Please don't mess with the police scanner. I'm waiting for a call about a man in town with a weapon.
Alright.
It's a police radio. Looks like it's on.
And the game does take place in the 80s if the music doesn't clue you in.
Attention, all units.
With the rocket launcher.
It's not much, but I'll be back soon.
Alright, we're going to be touching her map. So over here to her. You can right-click to sometimes run. There we go.
What a nice copy. And in color, it's a photocopy of the county map.
I'll take that. And now with that in place, we can actually move forward with the story. Another thing that I'm not going to show in this video is that at certain points you can talk to people and they'll relate a story, and the flashback will basically be played out. And I like these parts as a nice little, I guess, cutaway from the main game, and it kind of acts as like a mini little adventure game for you to solve. So now I need to head up here. I hope I'm going the right way too. Nope, this is not right. We basically need to head out with our map to move the story along. Oh, and just for your enjoyment, we can actually use that phone. Or we can use our cell phone here and make some calls. And you can pass items between the two characters as well, which I will show off here. Here you go.
Like I don't have enough to carry already.
Another thing that is a nice touch is that while you can throw out items, if they serve a purpose, they will appear where they last were. So they actually make a joke about this in Thimbleweed, that there is no way to quote-unquote fail the game, as anyone who's played classic adventure games like King's Quest, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and so on will remember. So I'm going to try and call Ron here and see if he can help me.
We're sorry. The number you have dialed.
Damn it, Ron, where are you? I wonder if Gary... Oh, Gary's here. Let's give him a call.
Hi, this is Gary. I'm not here. I'm probably going to a movie, maybe a double feature of either The Princess Bride and Lost Boys, or maybe Predator and RoboCop. Leave a message. Bye.
Gary, why aren't you here to help me? I need help with your game, man. There's also a ton, and I mean a ton, of books and random things that were named or written by the backers. And somebody must have had a whole lot of fun typing them all into the game. If we have a chance, I'll show that off in a minute as well. So I'm going to pick a random backer here. So, unfortunately, I did not back, so I don't have a name here, which would have been, or a message here, which would have been perfect, I think, to do this spotlight with. Let's see, are there any Joshes? Oh, we do have a Josh. Alright, Josh Close, I'm going to call your message here.
Hey, it's Josh. I'm off working on my precognition. Obviously, it needs a bit more work since I didn't sense you calling me. Leave me a message and I'll get back to you.
Alright. And then they should get saved. There we go. So, if we want, we could spend the next, 30, 40 minutes calling everyone in the game, all the backers, and see all their messages. But I'm sure you guys have better things to do. I hope. Now, let me see. So just to show you just some the sheer insanity of a lot of the backer input, let me walk over here. Is this the right one? No. Actually, this is good. I can send her over here. We'll send Reyes back this way. And yes, that is the Book of the Dead, which if we read it, the book, I just love that paragraph up there. In order to do something, you just recite something from the Book of the Dead, but if the appendix A is missing, then just make something up. It really doesn't matter. Somebody really should have told Ash that back in the day. book is for ages 3 and up, but may contain choking hazards. And considering from Ron and Gary's background, there are a lot of jokes and references to LucasArts games in Thimbleweed.
Ransom swag?
No, we don't. So I just want to show you this for a second.
The future is never written.
All these books have names which I'm sure were either picked by Kickstarter backers or they must have came up with it, because there is a whole lot of books here. Wait. I thought I just saw an... Oh look, the autobiography by Ron Gilbert.
Don't touch the books unless you know what you want.
But I want to read that. So again, the fans certainly had some input, I think, on this game. Or Ron and Gary went completely crazy typing up item descriptions for everything. So let me head on over here. And we'll wrap things up, I think, in like the next minute or so. Oh, and in one of the flashbacks, there's an entire library of books with little descriptions inside them. So I'm sure that must have been a backer thing as well.
Whoa there, little Agent of Reno. Well, the law of Reno is the law of Reno. No wandering around without a map.
I have an official map right here.
Oh, I see. Well, that looks legit a Reno. Odd. I thought yeah, well, I guess the law is the law. I guess I'd better return all these maps to the Quickie Pal.
Up, and that takes us to part 3. Dun dun dun.
I feel like we're getting close to cracking this case.
The only thing you're getting close to cracking is my patience with you.
Let's work together and I can get on with my... I mean, we can get out of this town as quickly as possible.
Agreed.
Alright, so here are all of our things we need to do.
Identify the body using the Facetron with a photo of the body and the victim's photo ID.
You mean like a driver's license or passport?
Or Burger Shack loyalty card, recognized around the world?
Yeah, so these are all of our things.
Let's get cracking.
So now, I can actually use the map for quick moving around. Let's see. Look at that. Isn't that amazing, folks? So here is our dead body, which we need to figure out who he is and how he died. Whee, moving around. Not bad.
I need to stay focused and solve these
And what I will do is get him a map, so that way we don't have to be splitting it around. That is a
pretty disgusting head. There's a small name.
Welcome to Quickie Pal. Can I help?
That doesn't seem to work.
Wrong one. There we go. So now we can move around however we see fit. B Street. That'll make life a whole lot easier. Factory, Trailhead. There's the hotel. That's where we need to go. Well, I'm certainly on the case, and I'm glad I got the hint guide, because that one thing was keeping me from going forward. So as you can see, I got quite a bit of things left to do here, but we are going to have to say goodnight, because again, if we don't, I could just sit here and spoil the whole game.
Need an I'm sorry card? We have a great selection.
Thank you, buddy. So, for those of you watching this, if you're a fan of old school adventure game design, again, the days of Monkey Island, Gabriel Knight,
Let me know if I can
of
help
course,
you.
Maniac Mansion, and so on, definitely look into getting Thimbleweed Park. If you're not a fan of those old school games, especially in terms of the crazy puzzle solving, Thimbleweed Park may not be for you. I will say though, it is a lot more generous in terms of like puzzle solutions. It's not as completely crazy as those older games, but it does have that kind of bit of you're going to be hunting around for random stuff that may or may not be the clue or be the tool of your salvation, essentially. Maps back in stock, free. But that has been Thimbleweed Park, and I am really, really hoping that we can get Ron and Gary back on. Maybe I can ask them for why their phone number doesn't work when I give them a call here. But this has been Thimbleweed. So, thanks so much for watching. I don't think I'm going to do more on the game here on the Game Wisdom channel. I may write my review up, simply because, again, whatever I show is going to be spoiling it. And as we all know, half the fun of an adventure game is wandering around aimlessly, trying to figure out just what exactly does a chainsaw of expectation is used for. Or if Sep the Navigator's head will ever have purpose. But you will have to solve those mysteries on your own, while I have to get back and solve this one. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, and of course, leave a comment. And come back daily for more great content here and on Game Wisdom, where we examine the art and science of games. And if you're interested in Thimbleweed Park, it is currently available on, I believe, Steam, GOG, and probably a few more other places. So until next time, see you all then. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and of course share with your friends. It always helps out. For daily posts on all manner of game design and industry topics, check out game-wisdom.com. To support the site and everything that I do, be sure to check out the Patreon campaign. If we can hit goals, it will mean more content for everyone to enjoy, and I'll be able to support myself and my household. If you want to follow me, you can find me on Twitter at GW for updates throughout the day and random thoughts from me. And lastly, you can find me on Twitch right over there at GW Bycer for daily streams most nights around 10 Eastern. Thanks again for watching the video, and be sure to check out more great content coming to the Game Wisdom channel real soon.